Hello, um, out there in the world and in the multiverses. I decided to make a video just to show other perspective of what words could be saying, and also possible, which I truly believe, hidden knowledge that's in plain sight. Okay. We're gonna start out with the name that everyone's familiar with is Satan, right? If you notice, we're going to go Satan. Satan can be turned in, it can also be scrambled to Santa. And Santa could be scrambled, okay, could also be saying the Saint of Anna. Now, if you notice NASA's symbol, right? NASA's symbol looks like, we're going to give NASA a bit, just a tad bit. Maybe they were going for Santa. So we're going to give them a little bit, just a little bit, something, okay? Maybe they were, maybe they took Santa's name. Maybe they were trying to go for the Santa theme. NASA basically took Santa, okay? They took the name Santa and they took the T. And they made the T take flight. That's the T right there. It just took flight, okay? And this right here, you would think they're talking about a spaceship and exploration. But this symbol right here also means a portal or opening of some sort, a hole or a gate, okay? But they took the T from Santa, or possibly this, okay? And they made the T take flight, okay? Now, if you were to go with the Saint of Anna, in ancient times, there was a female being that many believed in. Her name was Inanna. Anyway. Her name was Inanna. Okay? Inanna. Okay, who was Inanna? Inanna. Look this up in Google. This is the first thing you would see with her name. Inanna is the ancient Sumerian goddess of love, sensuality, fertility, procreation, also of war. You could read further if you choose to. She later became identified by the Akkadians and the Assyrians as the goddess Ishtar. And if you want to read further, she has many names. Phoenician Ashtar, I think that's how you pronounce it, and the Greek Aphrodite. Okay, there's many other names I believe for her as well. Okay, what's this? Inanna. For goddess of fertility. She is also associated with the beauty. Okay, you can read that on your, if you want to read further, I have to make sure I don't go over the visual guidelines, you know what I'm saying? So, in ancient times, they worshipped a Sumerian or a female goddess named Inanna, okay? Now here's the hidden knowledge part, okay? Here's the hidden knowledge part. Just hang with me a little bit, okay? Because I wrote this down. Okay. Just remember, the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus. Okay, there's many ways you could, if you want to maybe see if it's, have another perspective, or see if it's saying something else deeper, or there is a deeper meaning with the name. Santa Claus, okay? The Santa Claus could also be saying the claws of Saint Anna. Okay? You could go with this word, but when you see things from the perspective I'm giving you with this particular video, you're not really going to go with this one. Okay? You're going to go with Santa, the Saint Anna. Okay? And what is the Santa Claus? The claws of Saint Anna. And what is a clause? A clause is an agreement, or let's look at the word, shall we? So we could all get a better perspective of the word, the definition for the word clause. And make sure my camera, make sure my camera's clean. All right, gotta make sure the camera's clean. All right, there we go. All right, let's look up clause. Just hang with me, y'all. Maybe a long video, just a little bit. All right, definition. Here we go. The definition of a clause. Ooh, what? Hold a second here. Usually I thought the definition, the first definition would be like an agreement or something, you know? Like an agreement or something. Let me make sure, okay. They have down for clause, definition and meaning. A plump, white-bearded, red-suited, and jolly man. What? What is, okay, oh, okay, so we gotta add an E to get the word for clause for a document. But the first definition for clause is a plump, white-bearded, red-suited, and jolly old man in a modern folklore who delivers presents to children at Christmas time. Ain't that something? That's the first definition you see for clause. Then you see the definition for clause in the court of law. A clause is a specific point of or provision in a law of legal document. It can be an article, section, or standalone paragraph that addresses any topic pertaining to the document that contains it. So guess what, y'all? We gotta add a E. Okay? Ain't that interesting? We gotta add an E if we're gonna talk about law. So here it is. If we want to talk about clause, okay, we gotta add an E. Ain't that something? We gotta add an E. That's significant, okay? Because now it goes back to the name. Another name for Santa Claus, okay, starts with an E, okay? And that has to do with L. L, okay? That's why Santa loves them elves, okay? The elves are named after another name for Santa Claus is L, okay? Another name for Santa Claus is L. Let me show you real quick. And who is L? I'll show you. Another name of Santa Claus is L. Okay, remember this now. Claus. When you're talking about Santa Claus or the Claus from Santa Claus' name, they have a plump, white-bearded, red-suited, and jolly old man in a modern folklore who delivers presents to children at Christmas time. Remember that now. Okay? And remember now, in order to get clause in the court of law, this particular definition, you got to add an E. You got to add an E to get clause. Okay, for if you want to use it as an agreement or a document or something binding. Okay, so remember I told you about the clause of Saint Anna. Okay, an article or an agreement or a binding document that has to do with the Saint of Anna, which in retrospect is in Anna. Okay. All right, now who's in Anna? Let's see. Let's keep going here. Now, real quick, before we go into who in Anna could possibly possibly be to Santa Claus, okay? We're going to break down some things, okay? Now, Satan and the devil. It is highly possible that this energy is not the same as this energy. Because when you think about it, it is so bizarre. We are believed, or we are, how can I say this? We are, it is put in our being, even as early as children, to fear this or stay away from this. But at the same time, when you scramble the words up, you get Santa. So we're taught to stay away from this. This is evil. Keep this far out of our house. Then on Christmas, we're given to let this jolly old, nice, white bearded fat man, no pun intended, no disrespect, to Santa, okay, come into our house and give our present and give maybe give some of our presents to other people. Okay, you never know. Santa be like that. Or give our kids gifts. So it's bizarre. On one hand, we supposed to, fear this dude right here. This dude got some fucking problem, right? This dude right here, Satan. We gotta fear this nigga, right? He ugly, he jacked up, he red as shit, he's fucked up. Excuse my French. And then on Christmas time, we celebrate this image, come on, come on, boys and girls. Santa got presents for everybody. But there's something regarding this energy right here. This I'm talking like this is energy now, more than what we've been told, okay? I'm speaking like this energy. I'm looking at this like energy, okay? Energy. Ooh, what's wrong with my camera? Okay, there we go. Oh my, all right. And I'm looking at this like energy, okay? Energy. There's something up with this energy. This energy, even though we're told to believe this, we still embrace it on Christmas times. And Santa is known to bring gifts and joy and presents and love to the world, boys and girls, on Christmas time. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not lie. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's checking to see if you've been naughty or nice. Okay? And when we were growing up, your parents or your parents and guardians be like, y'all better stop acting up. Santa Claus ain't gonna give you no presents. And then, when you act up, boy, you better stop acting like Satan. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh, boy, a little confusion. Anyway, this energy, okay, has to do with Santa, the Saint of Anna. And who is the Saint of Anna? He is the guardian or the knight or the good being who looks after Anna. And who's Anna? And Anna, okay, and is known in the ancient text as the goddess. Am I spelling God right? Goddess of love. Okay? Or war is, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So there's something up with this energy, okay? Because still, we're told that this is negative, but we embrace the positive of it during Christmas time. And we all get into the Christmas spirit and energy, and it's flowing, and it's love and giving, and, be kind to the world, and all that good stuff, okay? Christmas trees, ornaments, all that good stuff, presents and stuff for the children, everything. Just a nice feeling, a nice holiday, a nice holy day, okay? Now it goes, Christmas is supposed to go into the birth of Christ, okay? But right now we're talking about, we're decoding words, okay? Now when you look at this energy, Okay? This energy seems more like a problem. You see, when you look at words like energy, like you take the word itself. Let's just take the word and look at the word like energy. And we scramble the words, we get Santa and Saint Anna. We get good things from this word. Okay, we're not going to go with, right now we're not really going with the whole concept that we believe or what was taught to us. Okay, right now we're going to take this word and we're going to do something else with it. We're going to go with the energy of the word, okay, itself. And when you scramble it to different words, you get Santa and Saint Anna. You get peaceful energy. You get it's kind. It's caring. You get a caring feeling. Oh, you see Santa and Saint Anna. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Now, when you take this word, the devil. Oh boy, this thing's a problem. Okay, you get the devil. You get lived. So whatever this is, it lived. Okay, or it could be living, or it could be living in something. It lived. Okay, something that lives. Okay, whatever this is, it lived, and we don't want this to be living in nothing. Okay, but if you can see, you got the devil, it lived, and D is evil, and D live. Whatever the case may be, this word is actually naming something, a negative energy. It gives you the first initials. Its first initials D. Okay, whoever this is got some problems. And they spreading out through the world, evil, and it's living, okay? This energy is living, so it can take on any shape and form in terms of anything that could breathe, because it's living. So it can actually possibly live in something or live in things that are alive, okay? Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, I'll come back to Santa Claus got L. So I'm going to go off from this, because this is, oh boy. That's a lot to work with when you're looking at words like energy, okay? It's a problem. It's just straight up problem. You don't want to deal with this. This is a problem. Nothing but negative flow right here. But this word right here somehow has a positive flow when you start changing the letters around. That's the crazy part. So know what that tells me? These two energies are not the same. And for whatever the reason, let's look up something real quick. I just want to see something. Oh, boy. I'm just looking up something, y'all. All right. It's either my phone likes to malfunction when I'm trying to use it. Okay. Now, when you look at the word scapegoat, let me show you. The scapegoat. And you have to, please excuse me if the text is a little blurry, but you, at your own time, look up this information. Scapegoat, you know, what they have down for scapegoat. Let me read it. It says, hold on a second. I gotta read it because I don't know. Okay, the antitypical of the scapegoat being taken into the wilderness. The devil and Satan is bounded for 1,000 years and cast into the bottomless pit. Now, wow, it's interesting that what did you flip to my, hold on a second. Let me flip myself. Oh, see, check this out. In the Bible, Azazel is called the scapegoat because the original Hebrew was translated into the goat who departs. In the context of the first mention of the scapegoat was Azazel. In Leviticus 16, the scapegoat was a goat who took on the sins of the Israelites and was set free into the wilderness. Okay, so that was the Azazel in the Bible was the first one being given that original title of scapegoat, guys. Now, if you go back to my video that I posted with 1 + 1, look, see, because if the Bible talked about Azazel being named the first scapegoat, that means someone to take the blame and take the fall. Okay? All right? Listen to me. Oh boy, if you go back to my original video about 1 + 1, okay, equals. We know it equals 2, but we're not going with the answer right now. Okay, I told you about the answer in the video, the first video I posted. If you use this analogy that I told you all previously, 1 + 1, and turn it into years, that's the year 1201. Okay, 2 + 2 equals, okay, and that's on the year 1201, and the equal sign will turn to May for the 5th month. May for the 5th month. Okay, so the 2 + 2 is 2202, because we're taking the T and we're turning it into the 20th letter of the alphabet, which is a T, okay? So when we're turning the equal sign into an E, which we're going to turn into a 5. Now the 5 could represent the month of May or a star, okay, what I told you, okay? Now check this out. Now when you subtract 1201 from the year 2202, which is the future, you get 101 years. That's 1,001 years, right? Okay. Now, if you break this down, if you go back to the video that I did, you'll get, if you turn these numbers into letters, you will get this name. Okay? You get this name. Now, if you go back to what I read, let me show you again, okay? Let's read this again, okay? My phone's a little glary, okay? It said, in the Bible, Azazel is called the scapegoat because of the original Hebrew was translated into goat who departs. In the context of the first mention of the scapegoat for Azazel in Leviticus 16, the scapegoat was a goat who took on the sins of the Israelites and was set free into the wilderness. Whew. Okay. Now, if you go back to my first video I posted about 1 + 1 being an equation, a time machine, okay, you're really supposed to take that 1 + 1 and turn it into the year 1201, subtract it from 2 + 2, which is 2202, and you get 1,001 years, okay? And this is the name that you get when you take the 1, you turn it into an A, and you take the 0 and just turn it into the letter Z. You get Aza. Now, let's go back to Azazel, okay? Let's go back to Azazel. I'm holding my camera, so that's why it's a little bit. Azazel. Okay? Now, believe it or not, you get another name, okay? There's 2 names in Azazel. There's Azza and there's El. See how this L keeps popping back up? Pop back up L, okay? This L keeps popping back up. Now, the text that I just read, it said Azazel took the sins of the Israelites, okay? Now, Israel spelled like this. Take that out there. Here. You know how Israel spelled. But if you look at it like a question mark, okay? Like a question. Now, if you, okay? It's Israel. See this L keep popping up, y'all? This is L, okay? Israel, okay? Now, if you go back to what I told you about the time, turning the 1 plus 1 into years and 2 plus 2 into years, 1201 and 2202, and then subtract to get in 1001 years, you get the name Aza, okay? All right? But if you go, and where's Aza located? Aza is located where? I know, just follow me, y'all. It's a lot to take in. Aza is located in Israel, okay? Aza is located in Israel. Now, if you go back to the Bible, it says that Azazel, how you spelling it? Azazel, okay? Azazel, okay? Azazel, all right? Azazel was a scapegoat for Israel, scapegoat for the Israelites, okay? That was the first name in the Bible that mentioned the scapegoat for Israelites, okay? For the people of Israel, okay? Now keep in mind, another name for him is also this, okay? Also Satan, that's another name for Azazel, okay? But if you go back to what I said, okay, Satan, the energy, if you read the name like an energy and you scramble things up again, you get Satan and the saint of Anna, okay? So if another name for Azazel is Satan, or this, the scapegoat, Satan, that means another name for Azazel is Santa or the saint of Anna. Saint Anna. Saint Anne. Well, Saint Anne, I'm adding it in Anna because we know that he's talking about Inanna, okay? The goddess of love, Inanna, okay, in war. But the reason why I said another name for Azazel is Satan, Santa. It tells you right here. It tells you right here that Azazel is connected to Santa somehow. Okay? That's another name for Azazel was Satan, Santa, or you can break it down to the Saint of Anna. That energy is flowing a little bit differently. See how more positive this energy flows when you re-scramble the name? You can believe what you want. We're going off of words right now, and energy and words, okay? How things connect, okay? Compared to this, this is a problem, okay? This is a problem. Now, we're going to go back to here, L. Because it keeps popping up, Israel. And Azazel, when you take the 1001 years, you get this name, Aza. And this name is also in Israel. Azazel ends with L also. It's backed by L. Okay? Now, let's go look at the definition of L. Let's go. Gonna be a long video. I'm gonna try to just hang with me. Okay? It's gonna come together for y'all. All right? Gonna come together for y'all. All right? Sometimes you gotta take your time when you're trying to put certain pieces together. When you have a very complex puzzle, sometimes it takes more than a half an hour, sometimes more than an hour to put it all together, okay? So this is like a complex puzzle. We're trying to put the pieces together, okay? That we didn't know that we had to put the pieces together, okay? All right, let's go to the definition, okay, of L, okay? Let's see, who is L? Okay, y'all. You can do this too at home. Punch in the search engine in Google, who is L? This is what they have down for El. The god El was viewed as an elder, gray-bearded, supreme deity. He was the creator God, the father of the gods and humankind, and the God of wisdom. He was considered a good-natured, beneficent being. Although described as a creator, there exists no biblical type creation story in the Eucharistic literature. Interesting. We're just going to go for the first. How about we go to that first sentence? Or maybe we'll combine the first and second, maybe the third sentence also. The god El was viewed as the elder gray-bearded supreme deity. He was the creator God, the father of the gods and humankind, and the God of wisdom. He was considered a good-natured, beneficent being. Okay. Now let's go back now. Let's go back, shall we? Let's go back. Oh, that's in my other page. Okay. Let's go back now. Let's go back to Santa Claus. Now let's go back to the definition of Claus. That sounds familiar. What's the definition of Claus? The definition of Claus. A plump, white-bearded, red-suited, and jolly old man in modern folklore who delivers presents to children at Christmas time. So, who is El? El is, let's combine the sentences now. We're going to combine everything now. I'm going to take that out. Come on. We're going to combine everything now. Come on now, phone. Don't be tripping on me. We're going to take everything and combine it. Who is El? There we go. So who is El? El is the God. The god El was viewed as the elder gray-bearded supreme deity. He was the creator God, the father of the gods and the humankind, and the God of wisdom. He was considered a good-natured, beneficent being, although described as a creator. And they said it's not in biblical creation story of literature, this being, but clearly he is, okay, because his name pops up a lot, okay. So the god El was viewed as the elder gray-bearded supreme deity. He was the creator God, the father of the gods and humankind, and the God of wisdom. He was considered a good-natured, beneficent being. And we're also going to add, what we going to add in there? Because we got to add this because it's the same person. El is the same person. Okay? He's the same person as Claus. And who is Claus? Claus is El. A plump, white-bearded, red-suited, and jolly old man to modern-day folklore who delivers presents to children at Christmas time. Okay? So who is El? El is Santa Claus. Is Rael? No. Whoever this dude is right here, he's not El, because El is Santa Claus. Okay? And it tells you that under the definition of Claus and under the definition of El, it's the same being. Okay? Woo, y'all. Hang with me now. Now, Azazel was used as a scapegoat to take the Israelites' sin. That's what they said in the text when you go back and read who's Azazel and read about scapegoat. Okay? And when you go back here, it says, is Rael? Ra can't be El because El is Santa Claus. And I'm going to show you what Ra looked like because it tells you right here. It gives you two definitions of El with different names. Santa Claus and El. It's the same being, okay? So in retrospect, what are we saying? Okay, somehow, some way. Okay, they hid this, and there must be many reasons, but Santa Claus is God. He's the God El. Santa Claus is God. Is the God El. Same description. Okay. Now this dude right here, this dude problem. The dude problem right here. This is the big problem right here, because when let's go back and look up the definition of Ra. Okay, real quick. I'm kind of going off a little bit off the page because I want to show y'all something. Hey, I gotta hang with me. I know it's a lot taken. Ra. That's so funny. As soon as I punch in Ra, I get rheumatoid arthritis. Oh boy. Whatever Ra is, he be causing joints and pain. Ra be calling you to all like bones hurting, cracking and stuff. Ra's old as shit. Cause your bones to crack up and stuff. As soon as you punch your Ra, you get rheumatoid arthritis. Oh, we won't go there. All right, let's check out. Okay, Ra is a deity. Okay, Ra is a deity. It's so funny. Remember Thundercats, y'all? Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats. You remember Mum Ra? Okay, Mum Ra, that nigga had issues. He wouldn't leave them cats alone. Can't chase them everywhere and start shit. Okay, that sounds familiar. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go Ra. Who is Ra? Okay, who is Ra? Oh, let's see who's Ra. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Ra was the king of deities. Ooh. You see, there's a difference. I already see the difference right now. Because when you go and check on who's El, they say El was the god of all the gods. But this person right here, Ra, it says Ra was the king of deities and the father of all creation. How can he be the king of deities and then the father? Oh, okay, we just going to read this. Ra was the king of deities and the father of all creation. He was the patron of the sun, heaven, kingship, power, and light. Patron. We gotta look up patron. He was not only the deity who governed the actions of the sun, he could also be the physical sun itself as well as the day. So you know what that sounds like, y'all? Let's listen, y'all. Listen, hang with me now. Let's read this. Ra was the king of deities and the father of all creation. He was the patron of the sun, heaven, kingship, power, and light. He was not only the deity who governed the actions of the sun. Okay. He could also be the physical sun itself as well as the day. Y'all. Uh-oh. Oh boy. That sounds kind of like this, y'all. Let me show y'all. Don't it sound like the energy of this right here? The devil? I'm just going there. Ra sounds like the energy of the devil because he can, look what it says, okay? He can also be the physical sun itself as well as the day. That means he can live inside of something, okay? Let's just be honest. That sounds kind of like this energy right here. Okay, Ra had the ability to become something physical and actually live inside something, whether it's the sun or govern the sun. He had a lot of different roles, okay? Whatever the case may be, he was a deity, okay, who was able to live inside of something, okay? He could also be the physical sun itself, okay? Now we can look at sun as this or this, okay? As well as the day. Okay, so he was able to move his energy in and out of things. Okay, okay, just hang with me now. Now it goes back to this. Is Ra El? No, Ra's not El. Okay, Ra is a deity. Okay, Ra was the king of deities and the father of all creation. Listen, I don't know how a homeboy can be the king of deities, because deities means you ain't really, you something else, right? Deities, okay? It's like deities, and it's like when you say deities, it's almost like dumbing down a god, okay? It said deities, okay? When you go to El, ooh boy, when you go to El, the god El, let's go back here. I gotta keep going back, y'all. Oh wow, El. Oh wow, look right here. It says, look at this, y'all. It says, oh boy, hold a second. Don't. There we go. It says, this is another one. It says, El was the supreme. Okay, El was the supreme god of the Canaanites. As head god, El was married to Asherah, and he was the father of Baal, Anat, Yahweh, and Yam. Okay, so he was the father of Yahweh. Interesting. He was often seen in the form of a bull, and he was sometimes also referred to as Jar-El, the bull god. Okay? Now, if we go back to what we said about El, okay? Now, if you read that, that kind of goes in with Azazel, right? And the scapegoat. Okay? Don't it all go together? I hope that. Now, when you punch it, who was El, it says El was viewed as the elder gray beard supreme deity. Okay, so I guess Ra was the king of deities. Okay, because deity always sounds like a dumbed down word for me, but I guess Ra was the king of deities and El was the supreme deity. So there is a difference. Okay, and that's why they asked the question for thousands of years. It was actually put into the name of the country. Is Ra El? No, Ra is not El. Ra is a separate energy from El. Okay. Now it goes into the 1,001 years, which is 2202. That's 179 years from now, if you go back to my video. And it goes into Azazel. Okay, this is Azza. This is Azza. And this is El. Okay, so Israel, Azza, is a place in Israel. Okay, but Azazel is connected to El. And who's El? Santa Claus. Okay? The gray bearded, white complexioned man, seen in all of the Christmas movies and decorations and just throughout the world. Okay? Now, whew, boy, hang with me, y'all. Hang with me. Because it's interesting to get law and document and articles, you have to add an E to clause. And it still goes back to El, okay, the god El. Okay, it's talking about the same being. Okay? So there's some question here. Is Ra El? No, Ra's a different deity. He considered himself a king of deities. He was able to go in and out of the sun, or go in basically transmute his energy. Okay? Whew, hang with me, y'all. Now we're going to go back to the clause of Saint Anna. And who is Saint Anna? And Anna. Now, it's interesting that they brought up the bull god El and his wife Asherah in the biblical text. Okay? That's another video. Okay, we'll discuss Asherah in another video, because that goes into the cartoon She-Ra with He-Man. Okay? All right, let's go. Ooh, okay, I did a breakdown. Okay. Okay, where we at? Scapegoat. Azazel. All right. Now we're going to talk about this very interesting word. This has a lot to do with El. Okay? Woo, boy. All right, let me try. Hang with me now. This is a lot. There's a lot taken. I hope you understand what I'm trying to show you. Okay? Well, I gotta take a deep breath with this one. There's a lot. All right. Now, this has to do, okay, this word, whole, has to do with Santa, Saint Anna, Anna. If you go look at Anna, you're going to find Inanna. Okay, who's Inanna? The goddess of love and war. And this has to do with the Santa Claus. The clause, and if you take what I showed you, okay, Santa Claus, turn Santa into Saint Anna, the clause of Saint Anna. What is the clause of Saint Anna? It's obviously a document, an agreement. God made an agreement regarding the Saint of Anna. Now, when you talk on the level of Santa Claus has a wife, Mrs. Claus. Okay, Mrs. Claus is Santa Claus's woman. That's his lady. Forever my lady. That's Santa Claus's woman, Miss Claus. And she's always wanting to help. Always wanting to be kind and loving to people. Let me show you. A lot of people don't know this, okay? But in Germany, on Christmas Eve, the one they celebrate to bring gifts to the children is the I hope I'm pronouncing it right, the Christkind. Okay? It's a female image. Okay? That they celebrate during Christmas Eve in Germany. I'm not sure if they still do it. Maybe they do. Okay? Here you go. This is the female image. She's called the Christkind. Okay, they celebrate her image. Not her image. They use this particular image to celebrate Christmas for children. She brings children gifts on Christmas Eve. This is Mrs. Claus. This is Santa Claus' wife. Now that you know that El and Santa Claus is the same being, and El is God, she would be considered, Mrs. Claus is the wife of God. Y'all hanging with me on this? She's the wife of God. In Germany, they still celebrate her during Christmas. This is Mrs. Claus. And since you know that Santa Claus is El, Santa Claus would be a god. And this is his wife. So this is Mrs. Claus and the wife of El, who is the same being, the same supreme being, supreme God, or supreme deity, whatever how you want to say. He's a supreme God. Okay? This is Mrs. Claus. And if she is God's wife, and El, okay, that means she would be considered, you know, God, heaven, how it all goes together. She would be considered the queen of heaven. Okay? Mrs. Claus. Now it goes into the Santa Claus. The agreement that God made somehow regarding Mrs. Saint Anna. Okay? Inanna. Okay? Mrs. Claus. The wife of El. Oh yeah, I hope y'all get this now. This is big now. This is big. I feel it. I'm being spiritually. I'm being spiritually guided to explain all this. Okay, to those who may want to seek hidden knowledge. Okay. Now, okay, y'all. Here we go. This one's doozy. Now, this word whole has to do with El. Okay? It's got to do with El. El. Whew. The god El. Now, if you remove the El from whole, you get Ho. H-O-E, Ho. We already know, basically what everybody did with this word, okay? So, what is a Ho? A Ho is something, or in this timeline, someone, okay, who lost an L. And who is El? So I already showed you. El is Santa Claus. Santa Claus. And also God. Okay, because we celebrate him on Christmas, believe it or not, we do. We celebrate Father, Father, Father God and Son, Jesus. Whatever you believe in, you celebrate them on Christmas. All the whole storyline, okay? Now I'm looking at words as energy now, and more like decoding information, okay? Now, a hole has to do with L, okay? A hole can be considered also a portal, okay? Now don't forget, Mrs. Claus, she's always kind and sweet and stuff. She's always helping out, okay? You remove the L, you get this word, all right? Ho. Okay? Now we're going to go to this word a little bit later. Hello, okay? So what is a hoe? A hoe is something or someone who is lost an L. Okay? El is a God. He is the God written in the Bible. El is in the Bible. Go to your Bible. If you overlooked it, it's there, okay? And he is considered the creator God. So a hoe is someone who was separated from El. Okay? Someone or something. Okay? It could be a hole that was separated from El, God, a hole like a portal. Okay? Or it could be what people use now to describe a negative, active, let's just say a negative active woman. Okay? This, okay? So, El is the creator God. When you separate the L, you get this, all right? So what is a hoe? A hoe could be a woman or a thing. A hoe can be a woman or a portal that was separated from El, separated from God, okay? So what does all this mean? Okay. So what is a hoe again? A hoe is something that lost an L. It is a hole that lost God or was separated from God. Lost an L. Okay? It could be a hole also, like a portal. Or it could be a woman. Look at this. A woman that was separated. I have to write this in. Separated, excuse my writing out. I'm holding the camera. Separated from God and abused. Okay? Made, taken advantage of, hurt, abused. You understand? A hole, which was really in actuality could be a something or a person. Okay, we usually use this word to talk about females who are doing negative activities. Okay, or may be accused of something like that. We call them this name. But in actuality, it is a woman that was separated from El, from God, and was abused. Okay? Abused. Now, who is this woman that was separated from El, from God? Okay? Some type of portal right here, hole. Okay? Okay? Something happened. So look, check this out. What do we say? We say in the morning, good morning. What are you mourning? Something good. Let me repeat this. Good morning. What are you mourning? Someone good. This has to do, okay? This got to do with this. God put this saying here for a reason for us, because we say good morning every day. But when you, in actuality, what are we mourning? Okay? Because this definition means death and life. This means getting up in the morning, like getting up, morning time, when the sun rising. But it also means death. So we say good morning, okay, because we getting up, the sun is rising. You know, we still here, life's still here. But at the same time, we're mourning. What are we mourning? Someone good. Mm-hmm. 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 Now what are we mourning? Who are we mourning? Someone good. Morning star. Okay? The Christ kind. They still worship, or not, whatever they do in Germany. They celebrate her. They still celebrate the wife of El, and who is the wife of Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus. Who is Mrs. Claus? What happened to Mrs. Claus? Something happened to Mrs. Claus. She was separated from El, okay? Which is also the Queen of Heaven, okay? Because she's El, she's the wife of God. Because, as I already explained, El and Santa Claus is the same being. Okay, that's why we're so embracing of him during Christmas time. Because that's El. That's the God El of this world, of ancient times, even in the Bible. They give you a description of him. Gray beard, okay? A jolly old man. Chubby. You know, that's El. Something happened to Mrs. Claus. Okay? She was abused. And who's Mrs. Claus? The wife of El, the wife of God. Okay? Which also can be the Queen of Heaven. Okay? She was abused. Okay? She went, something happened. This hole could represent a portal. She went through a portal. She got separated from El. Okay? Now check this out. Like I said, the morning time has to do with the morning star. Who's the star? Okay. Also, who's the star? The Queen of Heaven. Okay. Let's go there. The wife of El. Okay. Something happened to her now. God's still mourning, even though He allows us to have life here on this planet, and He allows us to be here. Okay. He's still mourning. What are you mourning? Someone good? Someone good? Who is that good person you're mourning? Mrs. Claus. Okay? Who we are. So that's why we say, hello. Now this word hello, you break it down, it's got 3 L's actually. The name El itself in the word. Then it's got L again. Okay, now you take the L, then another L. That's the Holy Trinity. Okay? Something happened. These are the words that you can get from hello. Hell, whole, and ho. Okay? The wife of God, Mrs. Claus, the wife of El, and Santa Claus's wife, Mrs. Claus, got stuck somehow, went down a hole, was separated from El, her husband, her heavenly husband, okay, however you want to word it, the wife of God was separated. She went in a portal. This hole is a portal. It's a portal. Okay? She went down a hole, was separated from El. and she was abused for a long time, because to be in this realm, you got to go through the life cycles. You got to go through reincarnation. You got to go through the whole being born thing, okay? Reincarnating here on this planet, you have to go through the life process. So someone found out about this, that the Queen of Heaven, or Mrs. Claus, the wife of El, the wife of Santa Claus, was here, okay? Reincarnated here on this planet as a female, okay? A female, okay? Little girl, woman, more than likely a little girl growing up to a woman, okay? And they abused her. She was abused, okay? Secretly abused, okay? Left in a state of like a hellhole, okay? I'm sorry, you guys. That's what this. I feel this is a hidden knowledge, messages that went over our head for a long time, okay? All right? I know it sounds really sad and cruel, but I think this is what happened, okay? The information was there the whole time, because God wants his wife back, you understand? This where it all comes to. The God El, Santa Claus, he wants people to know what happened, really, to why he's giving us time. We wake up in the morning, he allows us to wake up in the morning, even though he's still mourning someone good. Who? Mrs. Claus, okay? The wife of El, the wife of Santa Claus, okay? Now it goes back into this. That's why it's important. It's extremely important to stop the war in Israel, okay? In Israel. This land, this country has a direct history, ancient knowledge, history in the land, whether it's on the surface or in the ground, of the God El, okay? Now, there's a reason why Azza, when you look up Azza, okay, what is Azza? This name is in Israel for a reason. This got to do with the God El, which is Santa Claus, still mourning something. Still not, we know what that something is. Mourning the abuse and possibly the death of his wife, the Queen of Heaven, okay? He's still mourning her. That's why they left in Israel the name Azza. And when you look online, look up Azza. What does Azza mean? Okay? This is big, you guys. They got to stop bombing in Israel. They got to declare Israel a no-fly zone, a no-war zone. All of Israel, whether it's fighting between the Palestinians, the Jewish people, Hamas, whatever the entanglement, they got to cease fire immediately. Okay? This Israel is a direct landmark, a direct landmark of the descended place of the God El and the Queen of Heaven, which is not too much material. You have to search, okay, for the relics, but there must be something there, because it tells you that the God El is still mourning something, still mourning her, okay? Mourning. Good morning. What are you mourning? Someone good, okay? That's for us to get it together now. Azza represents 1001. Like I said, if you take 1 plus 1 and you turn it into 1201, and you subtract that from our current year, we are 822 years into 1001 years. We have 179 years more to go before we reach 1001 years. That's Azza. That has to do with what? Okay, let me show y'all. Okay, this is big. Y'all got to stop fighting Israel, okay? Y'all don't know what y'all doing. It's like, just because there's conflict and disagreements between parties and people. That does not give us the right as human beings to totally destroy a land, a country, okay, dirt that's been here before the bones of mankind. Ancient land should not be destroyed because of indifferences between human beings, okay? It should be preserved, preservation. Okay, these are the lands that gods have walked on before we got here. There should be no war in Israel, no war whatsoever, okay? There is evidence in Israel, that being a landmark where the god El and his wife planted their feet on, the Queen of Heaven. I'm going there, okay? Look at the name, Azza, okay? Y'all got to stop now, okay? How you going to make it to 1,001 years if you're starting a war that can lead into possibly spilling over, not just into other Middle Eastern countries, Europe, America? You won't make it to 1,001 years if you do not respect ancient knowledge and ancient history and ancient landmarks. That is a ancient biblical landmark that should not be destroyed for no one's reasons whatsoever. If God walked his feet on that land, it should not be touched by no bomb. The people there shouldn't be destroyed, murdered, children. It shouldn't be touched at all. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, you could be opening up a portal or a gate that can bring back God quicker than you ever thought he could ever get here. Okay? He ain't gonna like y'all stomping all over the possible grave site of the Queen of Heaven, or even the possible portal entryway that she came in through before you all were even existing. Okay? Now let's go. Let's talk about Azza. Okay? This is important, you guys. Y'all gotta stop the war. Okay? The war is gonna lead into something very bad for this world. Okay? Y'all stomping on holy ground. Okay? Hello! Come on now. That's holy ground y'all messing with now. You think that the God El is going to let you all just continue to do that? Okay? You got to respect what you may not know. Okay? And I know it sounds crazy me saying that, but you do not know what moves in the unseen. The unseen moves every day. Okay? You operate a cell phone. You turn on your TV. You make a phone call. You turn on the radio. You operate your car if it runs on some type of electrical battery, or it has something digital in it, a satellite. There's so much you use every day that runs on the unseen. The human being runs on the unseen. You believe in spirit, right? You believe in soul and energy. You run on the unseen. You run on source. You run on God energy, okay? Energy that came straight from the same God that created that land in Israel that you're all on warring on right now and disrespecting, okay? You're disrespecting the lives of children that are descendants of God. What do you think's going to happen? You're disrespecting the land? You're disrespecting the ancient burial site of possible beings that you have no clue walk this earth? And you're disrespecting the children of God, the children of El, that are still there in that country. Okay? They have a right to go to sleep at peace when not having to worry about waking up with a bomb or their house to pieces or their family members dead laying sleep right next to them. Y'all need to stop now. God ain't playing with none of you. This information, he wants you to know. Okay? You have to stop now. You don't have any clue what you're doing. Or maybe you do. Maybe there are people who want war, but they should think twice, okay? We are flesh and bone. We are beings of bone and flesh, okay? We don't rule. We don't rule the soul. We don't rule energy. You may be able to tap into it, code some people out of it. But God energy, cosmic God energy, you can't rule that. When God says it's over, it's over. And y'all stomping all over, okay? Else territory right now, destroying the land and destroying the people. What makes you think he's going to let you continue to do all that? This is your warning. This is your divine intervention. You need to stop. Okay? No. I know, trust me. Definition, come on now. What is an Aza? Right now my phone won't be all. Come on, bro. What is an Aza? Here we go. Another definition for Aza. An Aza is about empathy and is totally normal and respected to mourn someone you never met because it's about strengthening ties with and showing. Look at the date that this was put in, May 24th. Okay? May Day, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 1 plus 1 equals 1201. Turn the equal into an E, turn the 5 into a May. 2202 equals, okay? That's 2 plus 2202. Turn the equal into an E, turn the 5 into a May. That's 2 plus 2. That's 1,001 years. Okay? We got 179 years to go before May Day. Okay? Of 1,001 years. Okay? Look what Aza means. And Aza is about empathy and is totally normal and respected to mourn someone you never met because it's about strengthening ties with and showing. Let's see what else they got here. Condolences. Yeah, condolences for those left behind. See right here, I'm not going to play the video. An Aza is condolences for those left behind. Now, an Aza is condolences for those left behind, and you have to show empathy and mourn for those. Let's repeat because you got to see that again. An Aza is about empathy and is totally normal and respected to mourn someone you never met because it's about strengthening the ties with and showing condolences. Okay? Showing condolences for those you left behind. Now, Aza, Azazel, El, scapegoat. Azazel, Aza was backed by El, who was Santa Claus. Who was Santa Claus? Santa Claus, the saint of Anna. Who is Azazel? Since he is also named Satan, he is Santa. He's connected to Santa Claus. He's connected to the saint of Anna. Azazel was a bull god connected to El. Okay? There was two. There was the god El, that jolly old bearded gray jolly man, Santa Claus, and Aza, the bull god. Okay? So Satan has two names, or two meanings: Santa and the saint of Anne. okay, who is in Saint of Anne. And Anna is the goddess of love, who would be El's wife, the wife of the Bible. Santa Claus, okay, the clause of Saint Anna, the agreement made by God regarding his wife. Okay, Mrs. Claus. What happened to Mrs. Claus? She, you know, Mrs. Claus is always sweet and nice. She want to help everybody. Okay, Mrs. Claus went through a hole, a portal. She was separated from El. And when that happened, okay, she was separated from El, who is the God written in the Bible. And when she was separated from El, Mrs. Claus was abused. Okay? They abused Mrs. Claus. They abused the wife of Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, who's also the wife of El, because Santa Claus is God, El. Okay? They abused her really bad. So all this time, God has been allowing us time, Aza, while he's grieving the loss of his wife, Mrs. Claus, okay, who is Inanna, okay, the goddess of love and war. Look it up. She went through the underworld, okay? She descended into the underworld. She died. Inanna is the wife of El. She's the wife of God. God is allowing us to be here. Aza. He's making room, okay, for us to be here while he's still grieving about the loss of his wife, the Queen of Heaven, Inanna, Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus' wife. All right? So that is why the God El, okay, God of this world, the Creator God that makes things right for us, he is allowing us to have a good morning. He's allowing us to wake up and have life here. Okay? That is why we say good morning. What are you mourning? Mourning someone good. Who is that someone that you're mourning that's good? God's wife. That's right. The Queen of Heaven, Inanna. Inanna. She died. Okay? While trying to help the God El, Santa Claus, bring gifts and presents and heaven to earth. Okay? So what are you doing right now? You're bombing the children of El, the children of God. We're all children of God. But this place is special, because this is one of the last places. This is one of the places, okay, that the wife of God did a lot of good work for people and freeing people in Anna, okay, also known as Asherah, okay. Look it up. Look it up. Let's look up Asherah real quick, okay. Asherah. That's where they got the cartoon She-Ra from, He-Man. Well, we're going to talk about He-Man. We're going to talk about He-Man. We're going to talk about He-Man a little bit later. We ain't going to talk about him right now. We ain't going to talk about He-Man right now. We don't talk about He-Man. Sorry, guys. If you all knew the story of He-Man, oh, Lord have mercy, I don't know. I don't know if y'all gonna let your kids watch He-Man anymore. Oh, Lord. I ain't ready to tell the story of He-Man. Sorry, y'all. We talk about He-Man a little later, okay? See, look at Asherah. This is the same image of the Christ kind female image, star image goddess that they celebrate in Germany during Christmas Eve. This is the wife of El. Okay, this is the wife of El. See, where's they? I know they say one of three great goddesses of the Canaanite pantheon. Interesting. Asherah. This is where they got She-Ra from. Look, this is where they got She-Ra from. For real, y'all. Look, She-Ra. Asherah. Okay? the God's wife, El's wife, Mrs. Claus. They still celebrate her in Germany. Okay, all this time, something happened to her. She came to this earth to help God bring, or help, El bring heaven to earth, help Santa Claus bring gifts and joy to the world, and they hurt her. Okay, she ended up going to a portal, possibly reincarnated into another life being here. Okay, and they hurt her, and that's right. And the God El, which is Santa Claus, okay, has been allowing us to be here. Aza, why he's still mourning her. Okay, and watch this. Another name when you spell Aza. Let me show you when you spell Aza with ASSA. It's a lot, y'all. Oh boy. Okay. Come on, phone. There we go. Look. Okay. They hit popular baby name. It's a popular baby name. You see they have their life symbol? Popular baby name. Aza is a girl's name of Norse origin, a diminutive form of Astrid. It means beautiful goddess. This is a sweet name, may fit the bill if you want to encourage your daughter to feel confident and strong like an empowered deity. Whatever they do in life, baby Aza will light up a room with their lovely features and gentle nature. Aza is also a dramatic name, spelling the same backwards and forwards, which may appeal to wordsmith and literary fans. Well, I hope I pronounced that right. Okay, y'all. So, okay, Santa Claus made Santa Claus, okay, the Claus of Saint Anna, an agreement, okay, regarding his wife Inanna, okay, who he still mourns. Aza, God allows us to get up in the morning. Okay, he allows us life on this planet. He allows us to wake up. Okay, that's how we say good morning. What are you mourning? We're mourning someone good. We're mourning Mrs. Claus because something happened to her. Portal, she went down a hole. Okay, and they hurt her. Someone or something. They hurt her. Okay, he's been mourning the death of his wife, Inanna, Mrs. Claus, the wife of God, El. This right here is a warning to all of you. Okay, to all those who want to break the seal. Okay, the gift that he gave the world was for all of us to wake up in the morning while God's still mourning the death of his heavenly wife, his wife. Now what are you doing? This is ancient land. This is before any of you were even created. What are you doing here in the land that El walked with his wife when she was alive, Inanna? That she went through life cycles in this planet, trying to make things better, bring heaven to earth that we didn't even know. Okay? Even though we don't know her, we're still supposed to show a respect, okay, to God. Empathy. Okay, this means empathy right here. We need to show some empathy to the wife, to God, and his deceased wife, in Anna, Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus' wife. You don't want to go destroying a place where you can't even imagine before your time that they walked the earth. Especially anyone, any child, an innocent person. You're just going to bring his memories back, okay, of the death of his wife, Queen of Heaven, okay, Mrs. Claus. God made a clause. He made an agreement, okay? He's allowing us to wake up in the morning while he's still mourning. Who or what are we mourning? Someone good. The last thing I'm going to leave you all with is this, okay? You know who knew this information? He's not here. He's not with us anymore, okay? I'll get into this later. Y'all going to be surprised with this one. Oh boy, I'll get to this later. Y'all gonna be like, what? What? No way. No way. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek on this, okay? Alright, let me show y'all something. Okay, you got the lion. This is something different, y'all, but it's all the same story. It's just mixed up, okay? But if you just follow me, I'm just gonna go off a little bit with this real quick. This is a sneak peek in the information I'm gonna let y'all have, okay? You got the lion, the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Toto. You got Dorothy Gale in the middle. So here you go. You got a cross. Excuse my cross, a little wonky. Okay, you got Dorothy Gale in the middle. That's a scope, y'all. That's a scope. That's a target. That's a scope right there. You got the Tin Man represents technology. Excuse my writing, y'all. You got Toto. Toto represents the dog. Roof, which is God. Toto. And there's two of them. Something about two of them. Okay, that's what's called Toto. The Scarecrow. The reason why the Scarecrow, I'm not going to say too much regarding the Scarecrow because a lot of people ain't ready for that. Because remember now, the Scarecrow, he got to remain on the cross. Okay? And that's jacked out. Okay? He got to remain on the cross. And Dorothy has to come down and get the Scarecrow from the cross to save him from the crows and build up his self-esteem again. Now here you got the lion, okay? The lion was made to believe he was a coward. Really, he was very, very strong. Okay, the lion could also represent a gate. Okay, lion's gate. All right, now check this out. You got Dorothy Gale. I'm just going to get it to you just a little bit, okay? Let's just take the words out. T-H, let's do some Soul Train. Who is Dorothy Gale? Thor. Dorothy has to do with Thor, the god of thunder. Okay? It's still on the same line of the information I'm trying to tell you. They named her Dorothy Gale. So, look, y'all. Look, Dorothy Gale. It's just hard to get away from this, ain't it? Look. Once again, they're talking about El. Okay? El. Who's El? El is Thor. Who is Dorothy to Thor? Okay? Dorothy to Thor is Thor's gal. Okay? That's his woman. They still talking about the Queen of Heaven. Okay? In the Wizard of Oz. I'll give y'all that. Okay? It's crazy because you got to ask yourself, why they name her Dorothy Gale? It's too close to the Holy Grail. All right, y'all can have that, okay? Yep. Just look, and if you don't think that this has to do how everything's connected together, let me show you something. This is going to blow your mind, and I'm going to end the tape, okay? I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to leave you with some homework, okay? I ain't gonna give it to y'all. Y'all gotta look at this yourself, okay? But I'm gonna show you the connection to Thor, and okay, and something with Thor's gal. Okay, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. And I know this is odd, but check this out. Check this out, y'all. Woo wee boy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer. I'm looking up Thor's hammer right now. I gotta go to bed. Thor's hammer. Come on. See, look how slow my phone. Look at my phone. It don't work no more. Oh, what? Do you see this, y'all? Oh shit! You see my phone blinking? You see the camera part blinking? What the? Y'all see that, right? I'm dropping some jewels on y'all. Look at my phone. Look at that blinking. Look what's going on with my phone. Look at them. Y'all see that, right? Look at that light blinking. What? Look at this. What the? Here you go, guys. I'm giving you this information for a reason, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see my phone? Y'all see that little light right there? That ain't supposed to be doing that. That's not even supposed to be there, y'all. That's not even supposed to be there. It's inside it's in my phone. Okay. All right. Look at this. Look at this. Look, it's fading out. Y'all see it? On the left side? Look, I'm going to get this to y'all for a reason, okay? Look at Thor's hammer. This is the stuff I got to deal with, y'all. I'm going through it. Okay, come on, Thor's hammer. You see? See how my thing's slowing down? Look. Look at my phone slowing down.